This week we're going to be chasing wild turkeys around the Idaho mountains, so stick around.
I freaking hate turkeys. I love turkey hunting. God, I love turkey hunting. But I hate turkeys. They are maddening. It's not killing a bird that's difficult. It's doing it in the way that I want to do it. If I just wanted to kill a bird, I'd set up a blind in an area where I knew they were gonna be. But that's not the way I want to hunt turkeys. I want to call, I want to move, I want to set up. I want to hunt them like you would hunt them with a shotgun. And to do that with a bow and no blind, this is one of the most difficult things that I've ever attempted.
On this episode, we're sharing a camp with Matt Schuster, the current president of the Professional Bowhunter Society.
These two birds gobbling around this corner over the top of this hill. Let's kill them. Let's go get them.
There's something so graceful and beautiful about a longbow. I mean, there's warmth when you put that thing in your hand, and I love that. The second thing I love is that I have to be close. If I've got a shot at 15 yards, but I think I can get to 8, I'll try to get to 8. And if I mess up, I'm okay with that. I mean, I still have a heck of a memory. And to me, that's what life's about, is making memories. Now I've made more memories with that longbow in my hand than you can possibly imagine. When you limit yourself, you get to watch a lot of stuff. You get to see wildlife do a lot of things. If you've got a gun, or even really modern compound equipment, and an animal's out there at 50 yards, you can just kill it. But you get to see so much between 50 yards and 15 yards. You get to watch so much animal stuff and learn so much stuff that it's so rewarding. I mean, my heart doesn't even pound unless I'm within 20 yards of an animal.
Well, I had a Jake at 10 yards, and I could have shot it. And I was just about to shoot, and a big old gobbler gobbled 40 yards away or less, right up on top of the hill. And I was so sure he was coming that how can you shoot a little baby Jake when a big old gobbler's standing up there? And now I wish I had. But you know, hey, every opportunity's fun. So it was an awesome time. But next time the Jake's in trouble. The youngsters are in trouble.
I think the reward that one gets out of something is directly related to how much effort they put into it. I think you can look at our whole society and they've lost a little bit of that. And I don't want to lose that. And I still have not perfected this. I still screw up so much, it's unbelievable. And every time I do, I learn something. It has just been so rewarding. And we are relatively successful. I mean, we do have a lot of success. And we have a lot of what we call almosties. That's where, man, things almost worked, but they didn't quite work. I mean, you just get smelled at the last minute, or you get seen, or you can't draw, or something goes wrong. Doesn't matter. It's all just, it makes great memories. I don't need to shoot something big and take my picture with it. That doesn't drive me. I like the idea of shooting something the way on my terms, only on my terms, and then eating it, doing the butchering, all of it. And I firmly believe there's a lot of other people out there who would believe this too if they were exposed to it, but they just don't get exposed to it in our modern society. Everything is made to be easier. And I think that's one reason why people are so stressed out and unhappy these days, is they don't put, there's not enough obstacles put in their way that they can overcome and really achieve something that they can look back and say, I did that. I did that through my own patience, hard work, experience, knowledge, learning. I did that. And sometimes it does come easy. Sometimes I walk out into the swamps of Georgia and a pig walks up and I shoot it and I'm like, well, there's an easy one. But for everyone that's like that, there's one that I just, chased around all morning and never got a shot. But when it all comes together, there's nothing like it. What PBS means to me, I will tell you, I joined over 30 years ago. And I joined because a guy grabbed me and said, you know what, I think you belong in PBS. I had never considered joining PBS because of the name, Professional Bowhunters. I actually thought it was some sort of a group for professional bowhunters, guys who made a living in the bowhunting industry, and that's not what it is. The word professional was used by the founders more to describe behavior. They wanted bowhunters who acted professionally in the field and outside of the field. So it's really about professional behavior. Me personally, what PBS has meant to me, I have hunted all over the world with guys that I met in PBS. I mean, some of my very best friends I never would have met other than through PBS. It is a group of very, very dedicated but passionate bow hunters who are very open, some of the nicest people. It is hard to meet people like that. You can go on the internet and you can network on the internet, but you don't really know who you're networking with. You get involved with a group like PBS, and when I say get involved, I mean just go to a group hunt or go to the gathering, and you will make friends, and you will get invited places, and you will learn things, and you will teach things. I mean, I'm fortunate in that I get to hog hunt a lot, and I've taken a lot of guys hog hunting. And I've learned a lot about hunting out west. I mean, I am no expert on hunting out west. This is the third time I've been able to share a camp with you. That wouldn't have happened without PBS. For a young guy, there is no better vehicle out there if they really want to meet people, real, authentic, serious bow hunters outside of PBS. I mean, I really honestly believe it is the best organization in the world for that to happen. Well, I've always thought Merriam's turkeys were supposed to just run in and say, shoot me. But these mountain birds are tough. But this place is absolutely beautiful. It's been a blast walking around the mountains listening to them gobble. And I'll say it, you called the birds in. He sounded like he was right off my left foot, but I think he was about 20 yards behind me. And it was so frustrating because all I could see was a little bit of movement. But he just would not come in because one of our decoys had fallen over. I mean, they are not just going to run right in. But they are gorgeous, and it's been a lot of fun.
So turkeys aren't native to Idaho, and when they brought them here and introduced them, they brought several different subspecies. They brought Merriam's, Easterns, and they even put Rios in certain areas. And it's really interesting because you can still see the influence of those subspecies. There's these little localized populations of birds that just show those characteristics, like the Miriams with their just beautiful, really light colored feather, tips of their feathers. And in this area, they look a lot more like Easterns. But they're all frustrating. They're all turkeys.
A new direction, gonna right these wrongs, you see. I've got plain and simple reasons. I'm just an ordinary man. I tried to go the distance, and I did the best I can. But now I'm leaving this place. I ain't never coming back. I said I'm leaving this place. Gotta get these demons off my back. Yeah. So you say you're working so hard every day and every night. They say you turned out like your father, and now I think they might be right. 'Cause everything you told me turned out to be a lie. For days and days, your crazy ways are bound to leave you high and dry. You're such a disgrace. I ain't never looking back. I said I'm leaving this place. Gotta get these demons off my back. Yeah, I'm leaving here. I ain't never coming back. I'm leaving this place. Gotta get these demons off my back. So take some time and think it over. Then take a knife and cut me out. Sometimes life just makes us colder, and I'm leaving with no doubt. I'm headed out tomorrow for the hills of Tennessee. Gonna find a new direction, gonna make it right.
One idea that's implicit in challenge is that we won't always succeed. But I'm all right with that. It just means that mountain's still out there waiting to be climbed. And speaking of climbing mountains, September's just a few short months away. So go ahead and subscribe and hit that little bell icon so you can stay up to date as we get ready for elk season. We'll see you next time.